Devin Haney in this video, bro. He ain't no boring fighter for the most part. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm also live Sunday mornings with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And you can also join the channel as a member. Drop super chats and super thanks when you come by the live streams and the videos that we do. And hit me up if you want to debate. knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is my email address. Let's get it cracking, bro. So, as we get ready, it's Devin Haney, Regis Prograis fight week. The promotion for the fight has been phenomenal. I want everybody to buy the fight, support the fight. The better that fight do, the better chance that the winner of that fight gets big fights in the future. And big fights is what makes the sport of boxing great. And we can get the fights that we want. So, there's that. But there's a lot of people, bro, that's calling Devin Haney a boring fighter leading up to this fight with Regis and setting the stage for if he goes out there and outboxes Regis, then they would have something to complain about or have something to denigrate the young man over. Here's what I say, bro, and I said it yesterday and I'm doubling down on it, bro. He does have a responsibility to perform more than just your average world champion because he's charging people pay-per-view. He says he wants to be the next face of boxing. He calls himself the face of boxing right now. He wants to be a superstar in the sport of boxing. That's undeniable. Superstars have that it factor. For a quarterback in football, it means making throws that can't nobody else make. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. For a basketball player, it could mean your athleticism with going to the hole or your ability to pull up from 40 feet and shoot threes deeper than anybody else and do the Steph Curry, shoot that bitch and turn around and go the other way before the ball even go in the hole because you know what's going in. Superstar shit, it factor. In boxing, that means you don't just win, you look good while you do it. Whether it's a knockout, whether it's just beating somebody down in the stoppage, or whether it's making somebody look silly over and over again while you tattooing their ass and they can't do nothing with you. No matter how hard they try, no matter how hard they press, they swinging at the air and you hitting them with 2-3 shots before they can even get one off, and by the time they swing, you over there. That's a it factor too. That's a it factor too. Now, I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. I view Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson as very good fighters without those things. I just don't see the it factor in them. But the great thing about this fight between Devin Haney and Regis Prograis is he has an opportunity to show that he has that, and that's going to be what's required of him when you're charging people $80 total. When DAZN is asking me to spend $20 a month on a membership, on a subscription to be able to get access to their content, then on top of the $20 that I had to pay this month, I got to pay another $60 to watch Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis. All the while, there's a competing card on ESPN, absolutely free. Yeah, I'm going to spend my money, but you better put on. You better put on. But Devin Haney is not a boring fighter. I can truly remember being bored, and I thought that his most lackluster performance was what I saw him with Yuriorkis Gamboa. He can't go out there and do that with Regis. Jabbing and grabbing, risk averse, not letting your hands go, being complacent, just outpointing someone. Not when you want to be a pay-per-view star. Not when you tell the world you're a pay-per-view fighter. Not when you tell the world you're going to beat this bum ass up. But people going out of their way to call him a boring fighter, I don't see that. Because I thought his Linares performance, I thought that shit was very entertaining. I thought his fight with JoJo Diaz was a very entertaining fight. He walked JoJo back a little bit, stood in the pocket a little bit, let his hands go, made JoJo miss some, made him pay. Did the same thing with Linares. Linares couldn't touch him, but he was piecing Linares up the whole night till the end of that 10th round. For nine rounds, 2 minutes and 40 seconds, he was utterly dominant. And then had a good 12th round as well. Spent the whole 11th round clinching, grabbing because he was hurt. That's smart. No one will have an issue with that. And Regis, crack his ass. He got to hold him to get his composure and shit. He got to do that to make sure his wiring come back to him. There ain't nobody got no problem with that. But if the plan is just a jab and then, you know what I'm saying, he get in, you grab, jab, he get in on you, slip that shit, rip. Okay, bam, let me get my distance back. I'm pivot it out. Bow, right hand. Okay, you getting back close, rip. All right, shit. Now I grab your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want to see you put on, bro. But he ain't no boring fighter. Not since being a world champion to me. Now, the first George Kambosos fight, I thought that it was a very risk-adverse performance and very cautious performance, but I understand context. I understand that if you Devin Haney, you going over there to Australia. We all know the odds is against you. We all know the odds is against you because you going to Australia. You had to sign over there to ESPN for 3 deals. We know they wanted George Kambosos to win that fight. They tried to screw you over, offered you a deal that they really didn't want you to take. So having the game plan to look, bro, I ain't taking no chances. I'm going to make sure this motherfucker don't never hit me. I'm going to jab him, make sure they see me land my shit. Make sure the world see his motherfucking head going like this. And when he get close to me, I'm grabbing his ass because y'all ain't going to get to see him land a goddamn thing. I understand that because I understand the context of the situation. Like, all right, bro, like, he just need to get that W and get the fuck up out of there. Because he ain't really got the power to go knock somebody out. And if them rounds get competitive and if you sit there too much with George Kambosos, then all right, shit. They might try to get your ass. And if you go look at the scorecards, somebody still tell me what 4 rounds George Kambosos won in the first fight. 2 judges, or maybe all 3, but I know at least two judges gave George Kambosos a scorecard of 112. That means 2 judges gave him 4 rounds in that fight. Where, bro? So Devin was legit already down 4 rounds to 0 in that first fight. So you can understand the approach of, I'm going to make sure that I hit your ass and you don't hit me. So I'm going to hit you, jab, step in, grab your ass. Y'all saw my 2 jabs, he ain't laying shit. Make sure you score that shit right. Get your victory and move on. Second George Kambosos fight, he beat George ass, bro. He stood there and really whooped his ass. George Kambosos didn't know what to do, bro. He was doing the crip walk and shit. Switching stances with the crip walk, getting his ass beat so bad. And then we all know the Loma fight was a good fight. Him and Loma put on a real good fight, real good scrap for us. Highly competitive. Aggressive ass chess match with a lot of punches thrown, ebbs and flows. You know what I'm saying? Just a real good fight. So this idea that Devin Haney is a boring fighter, nah, bro. And I would just simply say, it's just on him to stand on what he said, bro. You and your fans and those of us, we can't clown Shakur Stevenson for what he did. And then if Devin go fight like he fought against Gamboa in the first fight, or fight how he fought against Kambosos in the first fight, not give Devin that smoke. Specifically, he charging you pay-per-view money for it. So when you get to being a pay-per-view fighter, you get to being the type of champion and the type of name in the sport that Devin is, bruh, you got to go in there and put on. So this narrative that he's a boring fighter, Devin Haney fights, he let his hands go. He's highly entertaining. Just because he ain't got the power that a knockout artist got, don't mean he boring because, shit, most of his fights be fun to watch. Going all the way back to 2021, real talk. From the time he became champion, the only fights I can think of is a Gamboa fight and a motherfucking first Kambosos fight. The Gamboa fight is the one that I really thought was like, nah, bro, I ain't with that shit. The Kambosos fight, yeah, he was jabbing and grabbing and clinching a lot to keep Kambosos from getting off. But shit, he over there in Australia, bro. Them scorecards going, like, they rob Manny over there. So I'm gonna make sure y'all can't rob me. I ain't getting in no 50-50 exchanges. I'm gonna get my shit off and keep you from getting your shit off. That's smart boxing. You can't get mad at that. And since then, he ain't had a boring fight. The second Kambosos fight was good. The Lomachenko fight was good. So I fully anticipate that this fight will be good as well. The only issue is he gotta understand what's at stake for him. And what's at stake is big fights in the future. What's at stake is being on pay-per-view in the future. The Loma fight, the pay-per-view, great fight. I have no problem that I shelled out the money for their fight. This fight with Regis, I'm anticipating it being a good fight. You can't fight him and take a step back in the type of performance that you got put on. You got to stay right there with him. Use your footwork, use your reach, But you got to be letting them hands go. You got to be offensive and defensive at the same time and really show that you on a different level than him. But all of that calling him boring and shit, bro, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I ain't never seen him fight how Shakur Stevenson fought Edwin De Los Santos. Now, this is his first time being in the ring with somebody that can really crack, though. This is his first time being in the ring with somebody that really can crack like that. Cause you go look at the other, like Regis got like 21 knockouts and 26 fights or some shit like that. Ain't nobody else cracking like him, and he moving up to a new weight class. So it's the first time where it's really like, say, bro, like, he hit you on the chin, right? Your ass might go to sleep. Loma ain't got power like that. Linares, he ain't got power like that, bro. He was a good power puncher when he was at the lower weight classes and shit. But he wasn't shit at 135. He ain't shit at 140, bro. He was way past his prime, been knocked out 4 times. He ain't really cracking like that. We know JoJo ain't cracking like that. He wasn't cracking like that at featherweight. Kambosos ain't cracking like that. You know what I'm saying? So this the first one he been in the ring with where we gonna see, like, do you really got that dog in you or do you got Shakur? Do you only show that shit when you know the motherfucker ain't got no power? Or you somebody that's going to be like, no, I don't give a fuck you got power or not. I believe in me. That's what's so intriguing about this matchup in this situation. So, I don't believe him to be a boring fighter. I ain't never called him boring. I just know that he will play it safe in certain situations. But when you charging people pay-per-view, this is not one of those situations where you can do that. We, the fans, demand a performance. We demand both you and Regis Prograis to go out there and give it your best and leave everything out there in the ring and not play it safe. Y'all got to take risks, bro. Straight up. If you want to continue to fight on pay-per-view, you want to be the star that you claim you want to be, you got to take risks. The same type of risk that Floyd Mayweather took when he was fighting Maidana, when he was fighting Miguel Cotto, when he was fighting Canelo Alvarez. Same type of risk that Manny took. Same type of risk that Canelo Alvarez ain't running, bro. Canelo Alvarez gonna sit right there and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Hell, he gonna walk to you for sure. Tank Davis ain't running. One hand against Pitbull, cool shit. I'm gonna make sure I'm still throwing these bitches. Fuck it. I'm gonna use some lateral movement, but I'm throwing these hoes. It's gonna put me in harm's way a little bit, but I'm throwing these bitches. Barrier, I'm throwing these bitches. Rolling, I'm gonna throw while you throwing shit. My back against the ropes, but I'm finna try to get my head off the line. I'm gonna fire this left hand while you firing your left hand. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Ryan Garcia, yeah, shit, I'm going to try to slip up under this hook. I know you got a big-time left hook. You separate people from their consciousness with that left hook, but shit, I'm going to slip that motherfucker and throw this uppercut. It's going to be what it's going to be. I'm going to dip up under this bitch and throw this body shot. We going to see what's happening, but I ain't finna just not fight. I ain't finna just not take risks. And to me, that's the next step in the evolution and in the growth and in the maturity of Devin Haney, bro. Yeah, Regis is dangerous. Yeah, Regis can crack. But are you willing to stand right there, barely make a miss by pulling back when he throw that left hand and firing off a right hand of your own over and over again, putting yourself in harm's way and showing that it don't matter. You just like that. That's what we want to see. But he ain't no boring fighter, bro. Y'all got to get off that shit, whoever saying that. I see y'all soon. Peace out.